one other guy I wanted to talk about, man, that he's probably low on in a lot of leagues right now, and he had a decent game this past week. He was only like one big play. But me and you talked about this guy, and again, yeah, he's from one of my favorite teams, actually my favorite team of all time, Pittsburgh Steelers. That's Chase Claypool. Dude's a beast. He right now is factoring in as their fourth receiver. But you got to understand, you look at the receivers they got with Juju, Deontay, James Washington, and then Claypool. But mark my words, Claypool is inching up each week. He's gonna take out one of them guys out, and I pretty much would almost guarantee it maybe Washington. He's going to factor in because he's getting more targets each week.
And he's going to take targets from Juju.
Exactly.
Because eventually, when they come down to prime and ready, see, Juju is good, guys. And I don't mean to cut you off, but I just want to give them this soliloquy real quick. So, reason why Chase Claypool is going to be such a boomer and you should pick him up is you look at the receivers. The Deontay Johnson is a stud. I like him. I love him. Guys, pick him up too. And if he's out on your waivers. But Juju is a slot big guy, kind of like an Anquan Bolden. So he needs guys on the outside to help stretch the field to create mismatches for him. So Claypool is going to do that for the whole team. Now, Deontay is a man. He can do it on his own. But Claypool, with him stretching the field like he is a young stud, it's going to help it. It's going to open it up for Juju. So Juju, it's going to be solid. But I think Claypool, by the end of the year, when y'all get around to play playoffs, they're going to be like, hey, Claypool is the go-to, man.
Exactly.
He's the one going to be making the difference, making the big catches, opening the offense up to keep everything going. For Connor can score, Juju can get pepper.
Right,
and Deontay can do what he do his thing.
Yeah, I mean, and he provides that mismatch. He's I don't want to say prototypical big receiver, but he has those attributes of someone like Megatron, Julio, people like that.
He said Megatron. I did not say Megatron. He said
I'm staking my analyses on that. I've called out a lot of big people or players, sleepers and stuff in time past, and that's, to me, is what I see. I'm not going out and say this is his first year that boom, he's gonna be just like Megatron, but he has the potential and the attributes to bring to the Steelers the same type of where the defense has got a scheme for this guy, and the mismatches that he causes. Because once they put him on the outside like that, ain't no DB gonna be able to guard him one-on-one. I don't know of any DB that has the physical stature or strength or speed
or jumping ability.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
See what I'm saying?
And no other receiver on Steelers got that. That's why he's going to create the mismatches for everybody else to keep eating.
Yeah.
I seen it last week. I'm like, wow, he might not be the best right now, but by the middle of the season, he might be the people like, we got to double team this guy because he's young. You know how them young whippersnappers come out there?
Yes, sir. So look,
whippersnapper.
Yeah. Yay. But this is what we saying right here. If you got bench space, go on, snag him up. And again, he's like a boom or bust play because like this past week, he had him and being connected for an 84-yard TD. You know what I'm saying? And I think he might have ended up with like 15 points or something just off that one play. Big Ben is finding more confidence in him, along with the coaching staff. They feel real confident in using him in the offense. So, like I said, this is game 3 coming up. He might get peppered this week. You know what I mean? So you need to get ahead of the curve.
Explain to him when you say pepper. Explain to him.
Pepper.
This is word.
That's my little term. Basically,
I use it too because he say it all the time.
It's just pretty much, when a quarterback pretty much targets a guy so much, that's just my little term. He'll pepper him. I mean, he pretty much, regardless of the, he's almost like a safety blanket in a sense, but he gets so many targets. Excuse me. It's just like you're getting peppered. You're just getting, bombarded with targets, and he's becoming one of those guys in this Pittsburgh Steelers offense. It's gonna be crazy. So go ahead and pick him up.